I'm Meg Turney, and I like anime.
I'm Ross Everett, and it's not my memoir of a geisha.
Yes! Mine finally made it.
Yeah, you made the cut.
So welcome to Anime Club! This week we watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which a lot of you were talking about when we first watched Fullmetal Alchemist because it is the more manga-centric version, and now we're finally watching it.
Was this newer? I have to ask. It looked way better than Fullmetal Alchemist, the original.
So the original Fullmetal Alchemist came out around the same time as the manga. I mean, it was a little after, but it was basically caught up to the manga after about 10-ish episodes. And so that's why the storyline becomes so different. But this one is the newer version, and it's completely faithful to the manga storyline.
It looks way better, just the animation style. I was really more attached right from the get-go. And if you guys want to see our Anime Club episode on the first one, you can click this annotation right here. But be forewarned, I do call Alphonse a robot, and you call for my blood in the comments below. So now we know that he's a soul that's attached to a suit of armor. I also felt like that was way more clearly illustrated in Brotherhood than it ever was in the first one. You see him build the suit of armor, and they even reference the fact that he is a suit of armor and call him a suit of armor like multiple times. They really drive the point home for people that don't know what's going on.
We get a lot clearer picture of exactly what takes place when they're trying to bring their mother back, exactly how violent and awful it is. We get to see, you know, young Ed being just so torn apart by what he's done to his brother, and how Alphonse kind of takes it so much better than Ed does. So the military official actually comes and says, like, what the fuck did you do? And Ed can't say anything, he just kind of freezes, but Alphonse takes over for him and says, we're sorry, and he's the one who should be freaking out, but
no,
he takes
Al's
it so
an
much
old
better.
soul, trapped in an older suit of armor. So Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a little different than Fullmetal Alchemist. I mean, the first episode was pretty much entirely different. You get to see all the different types of alchemists that play into the army, the dogs of the government. Almost like X-Men, and I might get slayed for this, but they have different powers, or they're like specialized in different types of alchemy. One guy's good with water, one guy's good with fire. There's a guy that's really strong but somehow can't alchemize hair on his head.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very cool. I really liked the end where he decides to woo them with his muscles.
Yeah, that was so awkward.
So weird.
That was so weird.
I've come to heal you with my sweet muscles.
The parts of this anime that still bother me is like whenever they get scared, they kind of turn into like these like weird little silhouette outlines, and it's really weird seeing Al, the giant suit of armor, turn into like this weird oblong gray outline.
He's almost like a ghost. He looks like a ghost.
Yeah, he looks like a weird ghost, and I don't know. I would rather they just hold that animation style, because I really like the look of the characters, except when they do like the anger clouds or any of that stuff. But for whatever reason, like if I were to see Pokemon and that were to happen, it wouldn't bother me as much.
I think for someone who doesn't watch anime as much, when something's serious, it's hard to make that transition to really silly back to serious. So for the people who do watch anime a lot, it's a lot easier to make that transition. Like a lot of animes do that, where it's something incredibly serious and then it's silly or weird enough that they change the animation style, or they do the sweat drops or like anger clouds or anything like that, and then they go back to being something serious. So
I'm getting used to the sweat drops. I'm getting used to the nosebleeds. I mean, like, thank God there were no nosebleeds in this. You guys, we finally got one without a nosebleed. So what type of anime was this?
Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and everything Fullmetal, whatever, are always shown in anime. They're through and through. I mean, look, I said in the last one, I felt like there were shoujo aspects because there's a lot of feelings, and I'm gonna stick by that, but it's definitely shown in anime, so don't worry, you don't have to murder me today or tomorrow or the next day.
Did we redeem ourselves? We got Brotherhood. We corrected all of our mistakes from the first one. This is Fullmetal Alchemist Take 2 for us.
Next week we're watching Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. I would suggest not doing that dubbed. If I remember correctly, the voices are awful. Might have been just regular Bubblegum Crisis. I remember having particularly bad dub voices.
I'm just really not excited to watch something called Bubblegum anything. It just, for me, it feels like there's gonna be a lot of pink involved and fairies.
You are in for a treat, my friend.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep an open mind, as I have been for the past 3 months. How long have we been doing?
More pew pew, less QQ.
And if you guys want to join in and watch with us, you can go to netflix.com/sourcefed, which gives you 1 free month of instant streaming. It helps you out, helps the show out. You watch Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040, and then you write your review, and then you do your review, upload it to YouTube, and use the hashtag SFNBubblegum in your title. We'll find it, and you could be at the end of the video just like these people.
I love the way that this world kind of builds up, and it feels logical and it makes sense, but it also feels as though you can't really put your finger on the time, and I really like that because it works for such a magical / scientific universe, and I really, really love that.
Come on, let's do this. Fire!
It's a funny, but emotional, but adorable, but sweet series that I am absolutely obsessed with. I've seen the entire series 3 or 4 or 5 or probably more like 6 times.
If you've been a long-time watcher of anime and have not watched Fullmetal Alchemist or Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, what are you waiting for? Do it. Do it now.
Personally, I love both series, but Brotherhood is a better story in my opinion. Brotherhood's ability to be serious yet funny really stands out. The humorous bits had me laughing, the action kept me engaged, and there were a few sad bits that had me legitimately choke up.
Oh my god, I'm going ghetto with this thing because I don't have my tripod, so you can watch me do that all the time. It's amazing. Great storyline, dark plot, great cast of characters, and great dubbing.
I love the fact that it holds true to the manga, though I don't like some of the characters and how they are so different from the original one.
Hopefully Ross likes this one because it's meant for guys, really. It's so down to earth and nitty gritty, and the science of alchemy is amazing. Please like this, please.
You don't like my cooking? Well, check out these herbs!
Robot.
Actually, and it is.
Okay.